Cavalier faithful, welcome on into the Cleveland Pulse YouTube channel. I can't believe I'm making this video. I know the vast majority of our listeners and watchers, I don't need to make this video for you. You already know this information, but I have to come on here. I have to talk a little Cavs basketball. I'm itching for it. I know the Browns right around the corner, but the Cavs offseason has felt like forever. It's felt like forever. Didn't even have the mic in the right spot. That's how. Here we go. Listen. The Cleveland Cavaliers are not here to rely on these end-of-the-bench players that are on two-way contracts. They are not here to do that. I promise. For anyone who needs to hear it, I know. I'm the first person to say, oh, this offseason's been slow. This offseason has been uneventful. The coaching change is cool, but as far as, making a splash move, upgrading the roster, nothing. You've had commitments from some of your players who are on the roster, extensions, good moves for on that end, but that's not the issue. Here's my thing. You see some of these signings. We filled up our two-way spots. I've never seen a team that should be talking about contending. I've never seen a team or their fans talk about two-way spots more than this. And that is an indictment on how the offseason has gone. 100%. I should not be here at the end of August talking about, whoa, JT Thor, he's not the answer. And this is no disrespect to the players and the individuals that we've acquired and that we've signed. I don't mean it like that. But reality is reality. JT Thor is not the answer. Jalen Tyson is not the answer. Amani Bates is not the answer. Luke Travers is not the answer. And everybody knows this. Stop acting like it is. I need this organization to figure out if we're contending for a championship or if we want to build some nice farm system where we really improve all these players. We haven't done it in the past couple of years since acquiring Donovan Mitchell. We openly admit after the season that we haven't even prioritized Evan Mobley's player development. We're going to give him a rookie max, which I'm not mad at. I'm just telling you what has been said. We're not going to prioritize player development, but we're going to give him a rookie max. And now we want to be, we're right in line for the Eastern Conference Finals next year. But we also are really excited about our two-way players, and they're going to be huge difference makers this year. What sense does that make? What sense does that? That doesn't make any sense. Do you think the Celtics are sitting around going, we just signed this guy on a two-way contract? Absolutely not. You think the 76ers are sitting around? 76ers, a team who at the end of the year, we were better than them at the end of the year. It would have been a good series with them against Embiid, but I think overall we had a better roster last year. What did they do this summer? Sit around and maybe we could get a two-way player. We could draft somebody that's going to put us over the edge. No, they went out and got pieces. They kept Maxey, they kept Embiid, obviously. They got Paul George, and they've added some other supplementary pieces. They're not sitting here, oh man, maybe we'll hit gold in the second round and we'll be some dynasty for years, even though you can't really be a dynasty if you haven't won anything yet. This is the answer right here, what I'm going to tell you. Maximizing the characteristics and game style and pros of the people that we have now that are highly paid. I don't know why this is controversial to say. I don't know why this isn't the obvious thing. Do I want a deep bench? Absolutely. I think deep benches are the best suited to win the game, to win the finals in this current day and age. Look at Boston, but not past the 10th guy. Maybe, God forbid, we'll be lucky to have a 6th, 7th, and 8th guy who are reliable. Did you see it last year in the playoffs? Who passed 5 was wow, awesome. Niang? No. What are we even talking about? Yeah, Marcus Morris playing in the playoffs last year. Playing better and just as good, if not better, than Okoro, a situation that still isn't resolved. Obviously, we're going to get clarity on that eventually, but it's just so confusing to me. The last 2 years, and you can blame this all on JB. I'll be the first person to blame JB for a lot of this, and because here's the thing, I'm logically consistent. I wanted JB gone 2 years ago. I know that a lot of people were crying about how, this was his first go-around in the playoffs with us, even though it wasn't his first go-around with the playoffs because he had a playoff series with Houston, and he had 2 playing games with us a year prior with Lauri Markkanen and turning the ball over at the end of the Atlanta game. And Brooklyn, whatever, there's been precedent for this. It's not like this was his first playoff series. No, the Knicks embarrass us. And in the intangibles, if you're better than us, you're better than us. But when you out-rebound us, when you outwork us, when you out-hustle us, when you get out-coached, when you get out-star-powered, it's time for him to go. I know. Oh my gosh, we got to be fair, and everybody deserves more time. Everybody, 5, 6, 7, 10, 10 more years, and he'll be Greg Popovich. I get it. So you hold on you hold on him to another season. Meanwhile, you pass up a coaching window that had Mike Budenholzer and Nick Nurse. Don't glaze over that. I'm just telling you how it is. Now you have JB again, and you have JB, and you made some offseason moves that I'll be the first one to admit it. I thought some of the offseason moves were good. I have a very short, but it's a good review on the George Niang trade. I thought it was good. It has over 1,100 views. It popped off. Here's the thing. I was wrong on that. He was terrible in the playoffs. Who was good in the playoffs? Max Strus. Was Max Strus worth his contract in the playoffs? The answer is no. Can he be with the right coaching and the right execution? Absolutely. You just saw it in Miami. So yes, is the coaching a lot of it? Yes. And then you go into this previous season, like I said, you play Orlando, and I'm so sick. You guys are going to be like, oh, he's on a tirade. He's freaking out. I'm not freaking out. I'm very calm. This is normally just how my brain functions. I might seem a little overexcited, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, I'm very calm. But you go into another season with JB. Similar record to the previous year, same exact seed, basically. No, they were the same exact seed. They were 4th against 5th both years in a row. There's essentially confirmed reports that they threw the last game of the year on purpose in order to get a more favorable matchup against a team that was less experienced in postseason, who was actually the only team that was less experienced than us, probably in the postseason, even though we were just there a year ago. But okay, whatever. You dodge Embiid. Like I said earlier in the video, 76ers team that was not more talented than us. Sorry, they weren't. Maxi's good. Embiid's good. They weren't more talented than us. Were they going to have better execution? Will they probably beat us in the first round? Looking at the Orlando series, yes, they would have beat us in the first round. That's another thing. Oh, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. And, we improved. We went from the play-in to losing the play-in to losing a series to winning a series. Okay, so your goal this year is to win the second round. Congratulations. You're in the Eastern Conference Finals. So your goal this year, minimum, is to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's simple. That's easy to lay out. That's easy to quantify. That's what everyone should be thinking. So you win a series against Orlando where you get outscored. The Orlando Magic scored more points in that series than we did, and we won. That's just fact of the matter. Obviously, you lose to the championship Boston Celtics, but the answer is making sure our highest paid players are maximized, whether it's coaching, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter. Make it happen, and make it happen in the playoffs. That's it. Glad you guys hung around for that rant. Hope I didn't scare too many of you away. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button down below. We'll see you in the next one.